Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's give you what's going to go down tonight on SmackDown right here, right now. Coming up here on SmackDown, you'll see this Pat McAfee, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. You see Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton for the championship. But tonight, Pat McAfee promised that he has a major surprise. Pat McAfee has something for Cody Rhodes. What could that major surprise be? That's what everybody wants to know. Even I want to know tonight. What is Pat McAfee being revealed as one of the leading voices of Randy's head, blindsiding undisputed champion Cody Rhodes? Pat McAfee was the rest of the WWE Universe. We'll see what Pat McAfee has to say coming up. Also, too, we get the debut of Royce Keys, better known as Powerhouse Hobbs. He makes his SmackDown debut tonight. We see Royce in action coming up. Also, too, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn will be out for payback on Trick Williams and Lil Reality. What that gonna mean? It's kind of like it was a failed experiment. Trick Williams more of a bait facing Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn acting like a bitter Betty. Let's see that coming up. Speaking of that, two former SmackDown Women's Champions will be in action. Bayley takes on Alexa Bliss one-on-one. As well as this right here, we'll see Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre promised to expose the real Jacob Fatu. What do you mean about that? We'll see. Coming up. What's in the house? Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley. These two women will battle for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania next week. But Cargill, Rhea Ripley will address Jade Cargill. Okay. Get SmackDown Ring Report started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the SmackDown Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you enjoy us here on the SmackDown Ring Report. Join in the conversation using this hashtag No Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's get started with this right here. We get started with Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes. What the hell Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes got in common? But we kind of know now, Jelly Roll was still upset and disappointed in Randy Orton's actions, as well as Cody Rhodes as well, on the WWE Championship. It caused some interchange. So Nick All is saying that he has been told that when Pat McAfee comes, you cannot lay a finger on, lay a hand on, or else due to upper management. Who that upper management could be. Well, we get to this right here. Pat McAfee did come. Pat McAfee came, and him and Jelly Roll had some choice words for each other. Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee, I thought they was going to get the blows or something. Well, I guess Pat McAfee won't be inviting Jelly Roll as a guest on his show. I can tell you that right now. And Pat McAfee came out there, and Pat McAfee even told CM Punk about himself. Pat McAfee saying that CM Punk trying to call him a MAGA supporter. Well, we don't know what's going on with that. But Pat McAfee causing a lot more trouble and chaos ever since returning back to the WWE and doing so. Even brought up Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came out there. Cody Rhodes trying to get a reason, understanding why Pat McAfee's doing what he's doing. Pat McAfee said he doesn't have to explain himself or anything, and Pat McAfee let it be known like that. Pat McAfee saying that Randy Orton would be the true undisputed champion from that WrestleMania. Well, Randy Orton came out there and attacked Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes. And you see Pat McAfee holding up Cody's title, the WWE Championship. And Randy Orton saying that he's going to listen to Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee came back. I had a feeling that Pat McAfee was coming back one way or another, and Pat McAfee did. And Pat McAfee making his known be clear that he is here and he is starting more trouble than need to be. But Pat McAfee coming out there and claiming himself that Cody Rhodes will no longer be WWE champion, and also said that ticket prices for Raw on Monday will be down just for that Monday at the for a 25% off discount. And I guess they're trying to still sell tickets. The tickets ain't selling. It's hard for them to sell tickets. I think this it's going to be probably one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. You got Pat McAfee trying to sell WrestleMania as a heel. He was now known as a babyface. That's crazy, but yeah, what it is, Pat McAfee saying that he had Randy Orton. He's gonna make well. Let's see. Well, speaking of that, we get the debut of this man right here. This we showed this man, Royce Keys. Royce Keys made his debut. Royce talked about his upbringing, saying his grandma loved wrestling, and that's what he became passionate about wrestling and stuff. Royce Keys made his debut, and he was impressive. Better known as Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm so used to calling him Powerhouse Hobbs in AEW when we do the AEW ring reports and stuff, but now he's in WWE. He's in great shape. He's a physical specimen. And Royce Keys won his match tonight. I think he was in a match against Borto. Royce Keys won, and Royce Keys showing why he's a powerhouse Hobbs. He's still Powerhouse Hobbs. Man, I'm still gonna call him Powerhouse Hobbs every now and then, but I'm trying to get used to calling him Royce Keys, but he's Powerhouse Hobbs to me. So Hobbs won his match tonight, SmackDown. Well, we get to this right here. The general manager, Nick Aldis, was with the Miz and Kit Wilson about what's going on in Danhausen. The general manager placed Kit Wilson in a match against Danhausen. And this what happened right here. The flames hit the fire. The Danhausen cursed, hit pyro against Kit Wilson throughout the whole entire match. And Danhausen won with pyro over Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson didn't know what to expect, didn't know what to do. Kit Wilson lost to Danhausen. Danhausen lost his ability. Now Kit Wilson lost to Danhausen. I'll tell you that right now. Also, too, Jacob Fatu was in action as well. Jacob Fatu went against Tamatonga. Jacob Fatu was a part of the MTIF, the solo group. He branched out and went on his own and defeated Tamatonga, which I believe Tamatonga is going to do the same thing. He's going to branch out eventually and go his separate ways with Solo as well. Well, throughout the match, we saw this right here. Drew McIntyre attack Jacob Fatu. They're having a non-sanctioned match at WrestleMania. These two will meet in a non-sanctioned match. How that match is going to be going between them two, but kind of got an idea on what went down tonight. Drew McIntyre beating up Kit Wilson, leaving Kit Wilson, not Drew McIntyre leaving Jacob Fatu out and through the turnbuckles. But this non-sanctioned match is going to happen at WrestleMania coming up. It'll happen at WrestleMania Sunday, I believe. So we'll see that match at WrestleMania Sunday. Also, too, Alexa Bliss won her match against Bayley. Alexa Bliss getting the victory over Bayley, setting up for their upcoming tag team time match, getting them momentum. Alexa and Charlotte could perhaps lead WrestleMania with tag gold. We'll see if we can do it. I mean, together. You see this right here. You see this right here. It looks like Io Sky is going to wrestle against Jay Cargill later tonight. Io Sky called out Jay Cargill, and Rhea Ripley did the favor. She took out every one of Jay's women's henchmen, but Jay Cargill went against Io Sky. It was a little bit of dissension going on between Io and Rhea, but Jay won her match tonight. Jay getting the victory. Jay having a stare down with the women's champion Jay and Rhea will meet at Mania for the women's title. We'll see that match coming up between them. But it looks like Jay wasn't intimidated. She just staying her distance away from Rhea before their huge championship match at WrestleMania. So we'll see that match going forward. Also, too, want to show you this trick one against Zack Ryder. Matt Cardona when the comments said Matt Cardona is acting more like Zack Ryder. I think they should have just kept Zack Ryder, could have kept Matt Cardona and Zack Ryder because that's what he's doing, losing. It would have helped the Zack Ryder character and not hurt the Matt Cardona character that was losing. Well, it looks like Trick Williams is getting more of a babyface reaction, and Sami Zayn a little bit jealous, a little bit angry, a little bit bitter. And he's not and did the hula kick on your lot. Your lot is okay, but you can tell they're trying to do a double turn between Sammy and Trick. As Trick was supposed to be a heel and Sammy a babyface, but that's not working. That experiment has gone and died. It looks like Sami Zayn's gonna be a heel rather than Trick's gonna be a baby. He's seeing how that's gonna play out throughout the whole entire show. Hey, like Sammy's a little bit bitter and a little bit angry. So with that. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move forward to wrestling hot topics and tell you what's going to happen next week on SmackDown. When SmackDown comes a day before WrestleMania, don't you forget, we're going to have the March to WrestleMania. We're going to have it on SmackDown throughout the week, and WrestleMania predict the outcomes for Saturday, Sunday. We'll have a WrestleMania weekend. That's what it's going to be, a WrestleMania predict the outcome weekend. Double the predicted outcomes, double the review and claps for this year's WrestleMania. Look right here. Look what's going to happen right here. The Andre the Memorial Battle Royal next week on SmackDown. The annual Andre Battle Royal. Who's going to emerge victorious as the winner of the Battle Royal? Andre the Giant even was a WrestleMania main eventer for WrestleMania 3. Who can forget that? WrestleMania 3. Andre went against Hulk Hogan for the WWE title. And the slam heard around the world when Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and slammed him down and retained the WWE title. Now Andre the Giant is immortalized. He's going to be immortalized with winners like Jey Uso, Jacob Fatu, Cesaro, Big Show, Matt Hardy. I think Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, one of them. But Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal next week here on SmackDown. We'll have that for the SmackDown Ring Report. Also, too, coming up will be another match, a huge 8-man tag team match, but this time in a street fight. The MFTs versus the Wyatt Six again. They had War Games Survivor Series. Now they're bringing it to street fight. So we'll see that coming up next week. So all that's going to play out next week as well. As well as this right here, I want to show you this. The Raw Superstars, the SmackDown Superstars, will all be under one roof next week for the WrestleMania. That's going to happen for WrestleMania. And like I said, WrestleMania is going to be a huge card. So we're looking forward to seeing WrestleMania coming up here next week. Like we said, we're going to have WrestleMania content for you, exclusives for predicted outcome, as well as the review recap show, however you want to spin it. So we're going to have that next week and how that's going to go. All right. We're going to leave you with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill trying to not be intimidated by Rhea Ripley. These two women will meet at Mania for the women's championship. The well match that's going to be coming up for Mania on that Sunday. So we'll see how that's going to progress. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the TNA TNA Rebellion review. We'll see you then.